Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Marjorie Ann, and I do story times and other crazy videos here on my channel. So if you guys want to be part of our Lumpia family, comment, like, subscribe, and share this video. And today I have for you guys another story time. So stay tuned if you guys want to hear the story time of my very first boyfriend when I was 15 years old, a sophomore in high school. Now, I've been gone from YouTube for a hot minute, and the reason for that is, hold on, focus. The reason for that is because I've been severely sick for 2 weeks, like on and off. Like one day I'll think like, oh, I'm getting better, then the next day I'll feel like crap, and then the next day I'll feel like better, and then the next day, the next 2 days I'll feel like crap. So physically I'm not in the best place. So if I'm coughing, or if I'm breathing heavily, or if I just sound weird or crazy, like my voice, I apologize ahead of time. I'm just still sick right now. But I thought, what other way to cheer myself up from being still sick and being sick for like the longest time than YouTube, right? And my, viewers. You guys will always cheer me up. But yeah, like I said, I've been sick for like 2 weeks straight and like nonstop. To be honest, like yeah, I may think that I feel better, but no. But and emotionally, I've just been really, really, really depressed. I mean, it's sad for me to admit to it, but I mean, not depressed, but just really, really, really sad. And I just been emotionally drained. I'm just tired, emotionally tired. I wouldn't say depressed because that sounds so intense, but I mean, if I was depressed, I wouldn't be doing YouTube videos. I would be like, you know, just like not doing YouTube videos. But I'm not depressed. I'm just really, really like I've been down, and I don't know why. Actually, I do know why, but it's a long story. And emotionally, like my heart is just been drained. Like I'm just over it. But mentally, I've not been in the best place. I mean, I'm not in a terrible, terrible place, but I'm not in the best place. So like I'm just not in the best place all around. So I've been taking time off to recover and just think about life. So it sucks that I have to tell you guys this, because this should be a place where I'm always happy and I should always be positive in this platform. But just to show you guys that my life is not perfect, and shit happens, to be real. And but like I said, YouTube is a place that always makes me happy. So I'm back here at it again and again. I'm gonna get into the story time, but again, please forgive my voice or my coughing or anything, because I'm still sick, like as we speak right now. And I don't even know if the camera is upside down, to be honest. But oh well. So like I said, the story time is gonna be the time where I got my first boyfriend when I was 15. I was 15. I was a sophomore, and I met him online. I feel like a lot of people nowadays meet their significant others like via online, which is not a bad thing because it's so common now. Focus. But I was on Facebook, and I was scrolling down the people you may know. Like Facebook has this section where they like suggest friends based off your location, people around you, but mainly of your friends circle. So Facebook will look at your friends list, and they'll suggest friends off that. Like you may not know this person personally, but someone that you know or is on your friends list knows this person. So yeah, they're strangers, but somebody that you know tends, odds are they know them. So I was on that section. I was scrolling, and I came across this guy. For the sake of this video, and like privacy purposes, we'll name him Peter. So I come across Peter's Facebook profile, and he was honestly super cute. So I added him, and I like went across his photos, cyber stalking him, and I went on his photos, and he was snowboarding, but I could really tell that he was really, involved in basketball. So he coached a little league basketball team, for like kids that are underage of high school and underage. Some of them are underage of middle school, but like a little, basketball. Some of them are the age of middle school, but like a little basketball league. He would coach it, In his high school, he would be in the varsity basketball team, so he was really good. He wasn't a freshman or JV. He was in varsity. So it goes, if you guys know, um, high school leagues, high school basketball teams, it usually goes freshman, JV, then varsity. So he was in the varsity basketball team, and he was so involved in basketball that he would be in the freaking hospital. I kid you not, like every 2 months. I'm not being dramatic, or every 2 or 3 months in the hospital because of an injury, because of basketball. And he was 6 feet, at least 6 feet, if not 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2", at the maximum, 6'3". Okay, but oh my god, look at this. Is that better? So yes. Oh, that's better. So he, like, either way, he was super super tall, and he was involved in basketball. He loved the basketball with a passion, and I would just go in his his photos and comment like flirty stuff like, oh, you snowboard, that's so cool, or basketball, you're so talented, or just flirty stuff. I used to be a real big flirt back in my old days. Now I'm just awkward, socially awkward overall, like socially awkward, and I don't flirt. I can't flirt to save my life nowadays. That's why I'm still single. But I would just flirt on his comment flirty things on his photos, and eventually he followed me back, and we started messaging each other on DMs on Facebook, back and forth, back and forth. And he did not go to my high school. I went to one high school, and he went to another high school that's like 15 minutes away from my high school. So our high school is relatively pretty close. 20 minutes if there's traffic, but it's not that far from each other. So a lot of people know, are friends with the both schools. Like students from this school will know students from that school, and vice versa. Vice versa. I cannot speak English, but that school will know people from my school. Because our school is so close. And I really, generally at the time, did not like dating. Not at the time, but yeah, at the time, because I'm not in school anymore. But I just did not like dating people that were in my school. Not because they were ugly or I wasn't interested in them. It was just because I feel like if you date people when you're for me, if you date people in your high school, like in your school, same school as you get distracted easily, and you don't really make a lot of time for your friends. Like before you start dating this individual, you're usually with them 24/7, and I just didn't like that. I like having my space, which is why I liked that fact that he was from the other school, and he wasn't even that far, because that school, location wise, wasn't even that far. But we weren't in the same school, so we weren't too close, but we weren't too far. But yeah, we started chatting up. We started being as friends, and then slowly getting flirty. We would say like, oh, I miss you, or how come you hadn't reply, or like sometimes we wouldn't reply for like 2 hours or like 2 days. Be like, wow, I missed you, but it was more like a friend thing. Like, I miss talking to you. And I didn't really think that he liked me or he was interested in me. But I mean, because I thought that he was out of my league, because he was really cute. But he was really really nice. And what I like about him is that he was super easy to talk to. Usually guys, if they don't know you personally, they think that it's really odd and strange that you DM them. But he was really really friendly, and this is what I like about him. This is what I look for guys. The guys that I usually get involved with or date are extremely really nice. They're very charismatic. They're very charming. They're very outgoing. A lot of people love them. They're very lovable people, and it's just because their aura about them. They're like super approachable is the term. They're very approachable. So I go for approachable people and friendly people, just because they're so like conversation comes so easy with people that are approachable. So yeah, we would say stuff like that. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss you. But I thought it was more like a friend. Just I didn't think much of it, because I didn't want to get my hopes up high, because like I said, I don't know. But then one day, homecoming was coming. Sorry, you guys, cut off because someone called me. But like I said, approachable people. We were talking about homecoming, and I was like, "Oh, are you going to homecoming at your school?" Because we didn't go to the same school. And it was like, "Yeah, I'm taking some girl." And that's when I felt some way. I was like, "Yeah." Me and him became really close, and I started to see him as a best friend. And then yeah, I was interested in him as more as a friend when I first started talking to him, because I was boy crazy and still am boy crazy. But then when I started talking to him, I'm like, I really don't care if we don't get, romantically involved. Like, he's a really nice guy, and I just want him in my life because of his aura and his personality. I just want him in my life as a friend, and if he dates, then he dates. That's what I thought until we started talking about homecoming, and he started talking about that he was taking this other girl. Then I felt some type of way. I realized that I really liked him beyond a friend, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. So it comes to the day, and I told him I'm not going to homecoming because I didn't really go to homecoming until like junior, senior year, and I was a sophomore at this time. Oh, by the way, he was a junior and I was a sophomore, so he was a year older than me. He was like 16 and I was 15. But his homecoming day comes up, and I waited till like the night because I just like assumed that he was at homecoming the whole day, right? Or like getting ready for homecoming. And like around 8, I mean, now that I think about it, now that I went to homecoming, that's not even late enough because you would still be at homecoming. But like, I texted him at 8, okay? And he replied back, and turns out he didn't go to homecoming. I'm like, how was your homecoming? And he was like, I didn't go. I was like, why, what happened? And then it turns out that their school always hosts their homecoming outside. Like, they don't host their homecoming in the gym or like indoors. They always host it like in the quad. So like, even if it rains, like they don't want to like open their like gates, like their gym or whatever. I don't know why, but turns out that it started raining that day. And he was like, yeah, it's rained, so our homecoming got canceled, and then end up taking another girl. So like I said, I low-key felt happy because like I started like developing feelings for him. I didn't want him to like take any of the girls. So I was like, oh really, that sucks. And then we just started talking and talking and talking and talking until one day that I just had to tell him that I had feelings for him. So I told him, I didn't tell him I had feelings for him. I just straight up asked him out. That's how ballsy I was. I was like, I like you. And honestly, I don't remember what I said. I just asked him out for him to be my boyfriend. But I think I came around along the lines of like, I like you as more as a friend. Do you like me back? Will you go out with me? Something like that. Something wrong along the lines of that. And nowadays, 2 days, dude, the sickness is getting to me. You guys are acting like, nah, Marjorie, the sickness is not getting to you. You're just naturally stupid. So thank you. But you always could never have spoke English, even when you were not even sick. You always talk like that. Thanks, you guys. But it's getting worse because I'm sick. But like I said, I asked him out, and like to this day, if I like a guy, I'll ask him out to be like, after some time, I asked him out to be my boyfriend. I don't have no problem making the first move. But yeah, I asked him to be my boyfriend, and via Facebook message. And can I walk, you guys? Because I have to take out the chicken breast because they're about to cook. So I'm gonna walk and talk. But ooh, nice. But I asked him. I told him basically, will you be my boyfriend? And he was like, on Facebook. And literally, I don't know how he got my phone number, because I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the way we would contact each other will always be on Facebook. We would never text each other. So when I say text, I mean like message him on Facebook, right? So, but my phone number was on my Facebook profile at the time. It's not there anymore, so don't try me, stalkers. But at the time, I didn't realize that my Facebook had my phone number on it. So, and by the way, we never even like exchanged phone numbers. His phone number was on his Facebook too, by the way. But I never really called it because I don't know. I just feel like that's weird if you guys don't exchange numbers. Like, oh, here, take my number, and you just call them. But I did save. I am a weirdo, so but I did save his number in my phone because it was on his Facebook. I just never called him. But like, I asked him out on Facebook, and like I think like 10 minutes after, I just get a ring. Like after I send the message, after I said delivered, I just get, my phone starts blowing up, and it's his name on my phone, right? So I start freaking out. I'm like freaking out because I think it's him rejecting me. He's a nice person. He told us that he's a nice person. So I know if he does reject me, it'll be via like phone or in person. It wouldn't be text message. So I'm thinking he's gonna reject me. He's just calling me to tell me, oh, I don't feel the same way, blah 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 blah. But I didn't end up picking up his phone because his call because I was scared to death. But so like I didn't like hang up the phone. I just like didn't answer it. Oh God, what is going on with this filming? But I didn't I didn't answer it, and he texted back on Messenger on Facebook. Yes, actually, what had happened was he wrote on my wall. He like took a piece of paper. This is how I know he's such a sweet guy. He took a piece of paper, like printer paper from a printer, like a white plain piece of paper, and he wrote yes on it, and he like designed it all pretty. He took a picture of it and he posted it onto my wall, and he tagged me on it, and it said yes. And then he messaged me on Facebook because this is all after I didn't pick up his phone, right? His call. He messaged me on Facebook and he was like, yes, I feel the same way, and I just want to ask you to be my girlfriend. My heart fluttered in butterflies because I've been rejected by guys before, and this was the first time that I was accepted. So I was the happiest person on earth, like the best feeling ever, ever is knowing that the guy that you likes you back, or like the guy that you have feelings for feels the same way. That's the best feeling in the whole world, you know. It's like I'm not crazy, or it's not all in my head. You feel the same way. So that night that he said yes, my heart raced the whole night. Like I couldn't sleep. I was so happy. I like butterflies the whole night. And oh, by the way, it was February at this time too. Oh my camera, boo. It was February 13th that I asked him out. And the next day was gonna be February 14th, and I said, "Ah, just in time for Valentine's Day." That's how I messaged him. I commented back on his photo that he tagged me in when he said yes, right? So that's what I commented, and we just ended up going out. And I told my friends, I told my best friend Jenna May at the time that I had a boyfriend, and she was like, I remember it was cold that February morning on Valentine's Day. Like I said, we didn't spend the school day together because he went to the other school, and I went to the other school, right? So I told my best friend at the time, Jenna May, I told her, hey, I have a boyfriend, and I remember that day was so cold, and we were outside in PE, and then I was like hugging my legs because it was cold, and we were wearing shorts for PE shorts. And I was like tucking my legs inside my shirt to like keep myself warm. And she looked at me and she was like, "Aw, don't you wish your boyfriend was here so he could cuddle you?" I was like, "Okay." And then I could not stop talking about it. And then I went to class and I told my other friend that I was dating someone, and she was like, "Who?" I want to name this girl. We're gonna name this girl. What shall we name her? We'll name her Madison. I told my other friend Madison in class that I had a boyfriend. And I was so happy because, like I said, I've been rejected by guys before, and this was my first boyfriend and he accepted me. So I couldn't think of anything else. Like the whole day, I was just thinking of him, and it was Valentine's Day the next day too. So, of course. But I remember my friend Madison was sitting. It was English class, and not my best friend, one of my close friends, Madison, was just sitting in front of me. It was a desk in front of me, and like I wrote on my note piece of paper, I'm dating someone, or I said I had a boyfriend or whatever, and like I like took that piece of paper and I passed it to her as a note, and she like read it, and she turned around from her seat. She was like, "Who are you dating?" And then I told her it was Peter. I was about to say his real name, because he's well known apparently. She was like, "Really, Peter? Peter goes to our church." So my church has multiple services, multiple masses. So I didn't know he went to the same church because we went to different service times, different mass times. But apparently he was an altar server, and he was part of the chorus at the specific service, like mass time. Like he was part of the band or whatever. And I didn't know this because I never went to that service time, that mass time. So she was like, and then our other friend, let's name her Christine. Oh no, we can't name her Christine. We're gonna name her Brittany. Okay, our other friend Brittany. By the way, Madison and Brittany were best friends. They're still best friends at the time. So they're best friends, and they both went to my church. So Brittany and Madison both went to my church, and that's how Madison told me that Peter went to my church, because apparently they all went to the same service time. And so lunch passes after English class, and I tell my other friend Brittany that I'm dating Peter, and she's like, "Oh, really, Peter?" I think Brittany knew someone that was in a little league team that Peter was coaching, and she was like, "Wow, I go there because I know this person and I see him coach, and he's really cute." And I had a crush on him. I was like, "Wow, you had a crush on him, but you didn't date him." So my best friend at the time was there. Jenna was there, Brittany was there, Madison was there, and we were just all talking about it. And she was like, "Oh, by the way, Brittany had a boyfriend at this time, so she wasn't mad at all." So she was like, "Yeah, I used to have a crush on him, but it's okay, I have a boyfriend." So we started talking about it, and I kid you not. So me and Peter, we started talking, we continued a little relationship or whatever, and you see what had happened was things got a little, I mean, at the time he was super cute, like my sister was just got together with her, like right now they're still together, but like my sister and her now boyfriend have been together for like 7 years. But when I got together with Peter that same year, she had just gotten together with her now boyfriend. So we both got in the boyfriend at the same time. But if you know me, I don't tell my sister anything about my relationship or my private life, especially in my romantic life. So she would ask me, her and her now boyfriend, like they would drive me home, and that makes sense. Like her boyfriend would be in the car, and they would drive me home or whatever, or whatever. They would always be together, and they both would tease me. They'd be like, "Wow, you're 15 now. Do you have a boyfriend?" And I'll be like, "No, I don't have a boyfriend," because I didn't want her to find out. And people, like I said, our circle was closed. So Peter knew some other guys that my sister knew. So I didn't want her to know, connect the dots to be like, "Oh yeah, your sister is dating Peter," and you just find out like from the guys that went to the other church to my sister. Okay, so our circle was really close. Chances are she was gonna find out. Anyways, that's what had happened. And I would sometimes I'll tell Peter, "Oh yeah, my sister ditched me to go hang out with her boyfriend and made me walk in the rain home when she got a ride home." And then Peter would be like, "Oh, that's so messed up. You could have gotten sick. You could have gotten the flu. I'm so worried about you." And I thought things were super, super cute. And as anyways, me and Peter started, continued a little relationship or whatever. And things got a little weird. He would always message me like every other day or something, of like, "How much do you like me?" Or, "What are you willing to do for me?" Or, "If I did this, would you do this for me?" Or just like basically how to prove my love towards him, which I thought was really weird, because at the point where you didn't even hit our 1 month relation, like, anniversary yet. Okay, I think we did. Maybe it was 1 month. Yeah, it was 1 month, but it was just odd to me. That was just weird to be like questioning that. Like, basically, how much do you like me? Do you really like me? It was just weird. And then I was like, "Yeah, I like you. Yeah, I'll do this much for you. But we're just new in a relationship, so I wouldn't do extremely the most for you, but I'll do some things for you." I was real with him because, like you said, we built a friendship before we started dating. So by the way, I knew that I would show him, like, I would send him videos, because like I said, we didn't see each other every day because we went to the different schools. So I'd send him videos of me, like, just talking about my day, and I'll send it to him. And like, I guess he would send it to his guy friends, or show it to his guy friends, because his guy friends would like comment like, "Oh, maybe she wants that pickle in her mouth." And like, he would tell me this, like, Peter would text me, be like, "My friend said that you want the pickle in your mouth because of that video." And then I'll be like, "What the freak?" So Oh, by the way, when we got together, people will come, like, he would change, like, in a relationship status on his Facebook, so we were Facebook official, and he would, like, his friends would comment and be like, oh my god, you're in a relationship? Oh my god, you're in a relationship? By the way, his friends didn't know me because we didn't go to the same school. So, like, they'd be like, oh, who are you dating? Who are you dating? And, like, only, like, a group of specific guys that were in the same basketball. Why do I keep saying baseball? Basketball team at him will come and be like, oh, yeah, I know who she is. Yeah, I know who she is. She cute or whatever. I know who she is. I know who you're dating. And, they would, like, add me as, like, friends on Facebook. And then his friends would be like, oh, are you dating, like, Peter? And I'm like, yeah, I'm dating Peter. And then they'll be like, oh, that's so cute or whatever. So I actually like that, though, because, like, your friends are really nice. But I mean, the video with the pickle, and that was a little weird. And then Peter would be like, yeah. And I would be like, I don't know what you mean with the pickle. And then he'll be like, okay, well, if you ever want to know, you could, like, text me and I'll tell you, whatever. But oh, and by the way, it's important to tell you that at this time, I never met Peter in person. It was always an online relationship, and I was his first boyfriend. I may look like a man, but I am not a man. I was his first relationship, his first girlfriend too. He told me this, and I guess he just had feelings for me, and we just rushed into it. But we never, like, met up or anything. But when we got together, he was like, do you want to go to Taco Bell together? Like, he would call me, and I would call him, and you want to go to Taco Bell? And I was super shy at this time. Like I said, I was super shy around guys. Like, I would talk to guys and, like, plan a meetup but never follow through with the meetup because I'm super shy. Back then, I was super shy. Now, if I plan a meetup, I'm coming through. Back then, I would always be shy. So, our plans will never, like, follow through. So, I guess that was a reason. But that, like, added up, that, like, contributed to what I'm about to tell you guys now. One day he messaged me on Facebook, and he was like, hey, I think we should not be in a relationship. I think we rushed into it, and it's not you, it's me. Yeah, he used that line. And he was like, I just don't know what I want right now, and blah 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 blah. And I just really think that we rushed into it, and I just want to be friends, and just the, like, cliche stuff. And now that I think about it in hindsight, he probably broke up with me because I would, like, never follow through on my, like, what you call it, on our plans. But yeah, I'd always be a little, like, off standish if ever he wants to make plans. But yeah, that's what's ended up happening. So we broke up, and I told my friends, and we dated literally for the shortest time. We dated for 2 months, like, hands down, to this time, like, to this day, the shortest relationship, fling, whatever you call it, like, ever. 2 months. So that's what happened. And after that, like I said, I never met him throughout a relationship, and throughout our talking period, it was always online. But after that, I started seeing him at church. It was the most awkward thing. Well, not awkward, but, like, he would always smile at me, and to me, it would be, like, a little weird because I was shy. But after we broke up, I would always see him at church. To this day, I still see him at church, but we still talk as friends now. He's dating someone right now, so we're just friends. So and it's not awkward between us anymore because we've grown. But I see him at church all the time. So guys, that's the story of my very first boyfriend. Hopefully you guys like it. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.